Hi there, stampers and crafters. My name is Tami White from stampwithtami.com, and today we are going to be creating this super stinking cute card. We're going to be making punch art, making these reindeer out of punch art, little red-nosed reindeer out of some fun punch art. I'm going to show you a little substitution today. This card was created by my friend Denise Jorgensen. It was a swap card that she had given me that I absolutely fell in love with, and I can't wait to show you how she made it. It's going to be a really fun one using some new products in the holiday catalog, the Stampin' Up! Holiday catalog. So, as always, it's Friday. We have a live class going here. I am streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube, and we have some live prize patrol today. So I'm going to pop down and show you what we have live today. And the live prizes, if you leave a comment on Facebook, you'll automatically be entered to win. If you're on YouTube, there's no way for me to do that anymore. I'm sorry. I thought it was working for a while there, and now it's not anymore. So if you're on YouTube and you want to bounce over to Facebook and just leave a comment, you can be entered into the live prizes. And also you can drop YouTube a comment and say, hey, we want this feature. So anyways, here's what I've got. For live prizes, I will draw these two at the end of today's class, and they are, I know they look like shoe prints, which they would make great shoe prints, but they are actually Christmas bulbs that we're going to be using today. They're punches that we're going to be using for today's card class. Now, here's the other bonus. At the 10-minute mark, I will be drawing a pop-up scrap bin winner. I call this the early bird drawing. It will be for this Stampin' Up! Pop-up scrap bin. Super fun to collect your scraps. They like to bounce around too when I don't use the little latch to keep it closed, so that's also super fun. And so if you leave a comment, you will automatically be entered to win all of the drawings. If you are early and got here before the 10-minute mark, you'll be entered in to win this one. Now, if you're on YouTube or you're on Facebook and didn't win, I got something for everybody. I always have something for everybody. And if you are not able to catch the live taping of this online class and are watching the replay, then you are eligible for this as well. All you need to do to enter all the prizes is leave a comment. Now for the afterlife, it doesn't matter. You can leave it on YouTube, you can leave it on Facebook. I'm able to get the comments from both for the afterlife drawing. And the bonus here is if you share this video from either YouTube or Facebook onto social media and type the word shared into the original video. S-H-A-R-E-D, because I search on that specific word to pull out all of the people that shared. I will enter you a second time into this drawing, and it is going to be for a complete bundle. It is the Merry Christmas to All stamp set that's in the the Stampin' Up! Holiday catalog this year, and the Merry Christmas dies that we're going to be using on today. We'll use both of these on today's card along with the Christmas Bulb Builder Punch. So, really excited to get started with this. Super fun. Thank you, Joyce says she loves the videos. I love doing them. I love having these online classes. Super fun way to spend a Friday afternoon too. And I love that I'm not stamping alone. All right, so I'm going to bounce into the in the know section just to keep you posted on what's happening in Stampin' Up! World. I'm using all exclusive Stampin' Up! Products today. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and you can purchase everything that I'm using today in my online store at either stampwithtami.com or really easy, click on the link in this video's description. And I even have a complete listing there and a free PDF, which I'll show you in a minute, with everything that we're using today. I like to make it as easy as possible for you to recreate what we're doing and to stamp along, because that is so much fun. Oh, you are so sweet, Susan. She's singing. I'm not going to sing it back. She's super cute, though. She has a little verse in there from a song. Okay, so here is the most exciting thing. Well, there's a couple really exciting things happening right now. But this one is for a good cause. It is our 9th annual Stamp Out Breast Cancer fundraiser, which is raising money for Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, which is a division of the American Cancer Society, and a very good one. They do really great things. And our goal is to raise $6,000 for Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. We've been able to do that the past several years. If you donate a minimum of $20 to our team, simply by clicking on the link in this video's description, information there, and a donation link direct to the American Cancer Society, you will get a free tutorial from us to make these cards. You'll also get entry into our door prizes, which are a free set of ink pads. We have a free set of markers and lots of bonuses. All of it's listed right there when you click on the link in this video's description, or go to stampwithtami.com and it's there as well. In addition to that, we also have new t-shirt designs this year. We have t-shirts designed each year for our event. They're blingy. I actually had one on the other day. It was awesome, but I took a picture so I could show you today since it's in the wash. They've got pink rhinestones. They are awesome. They say fight with the breast cancer ribbon. I absolutely love them. They've been super popular. And for every t-shirt that's purchased, 10% of the sales, my friend Tamara makes these, 10% of the sales go to our Making Strides Against Breast Cancer fundraiser. And you can purchase those t-shirts on the same page that you can donate. You can do both and get the t-shirt and get the tutorial if you make a donation and purchase a t-shirt. And I just want to give a quick update on where we're at as of this morning, and this is so exciting. So $6,000 is our goal. In addition to our free tutorial and all of that, we also have an event on next Saturday, October 27th, which you're free. If you make a minimum donation from anywhere in the world and you happen to be in our area in Massachusetts next Saturday and want to come, it is free to attend when you make a donation. It's just an added bonus, and we'll have raffles and fun. We got goodies and cupcakes coming and pizza and it's a full day of stamping, and it's just super fun. Again, all the details are all in the same place, but right now we have raised $3,500, so we're just over the 50% mark of our goal, of our $6,000 goal. We're super excited about this, and so every little bit helps, and we're really excited. So I am just super excited about this fundraiser, and I just want to give a huge shout out and thank you to all who have participated and helped us so far. You guys rock. Okay, moving into a couple other things happening in the world of stamping is the Snowflake Showcase. This is an awesome suite. Again, links are in this video's description, no matter where you're watching. And this right here is available right now to demonstrators, or if you purchase a demonstrator kit, which is the best deal in the world. Even if you have no intentions of doing business, just getting a discount and just wanting to get this bundle early, it will be available to customers beginning November 1st. Linda and I will be doing a little showcase on it right before it's released, so you guys can see some more samples other than what you see here, which they're awesome. And if you are a demonstrator or do sign up and want to participate in our card swap, or have a friend who's a demonstrator who has this, the details are on my blog. It is due on October 30th, and I have already started getting some of the swaps in, and they are amazing. Oh my gosh. And so everybody asks me, how do I participate in your card swaps? I always have them when we have a pre-order, which is right now in October. The information is on my Facebook page under events. Facebook has an events section under the Stamp with Tami page, and it's right there, or at stampwithtami.com. Okay, here's the other really exciting piece of information. I have been told we're having a 24-hour sale coming next week. Okay, so it says it's going to be October 23rd, I believe is the date. It is next Tuesday, I believe. I will get you more information as soon as I have it. As soon as I get the details, I will tell you, just so you know. It's going to happen in my online store. Stampwithtami.com is where you'll be able to shop. This is all I know so far, and I just wanted to get you the information so you know it's coming. All right, so with that, let's talk a little bit about what we're going to do today. Again, if you leave a comment on Facebook, you'll be entered into these live drawings. If you leave a comment after live or on YouTube, you'll be entered into my after live drawings. So, and these are for the Christmas ball punches that we're using today. And in just 2 minutes, I'm going to draw the pop-up scrap bin winner for the early bird. That's this awesome little pop-up scrap bin. Everybody loves these. Okay, so we have a online class here. As with all of my online classes, I have a free PDF that goes along with the class, and I have a resource page. Every class has a resource page. It has pictures of what we made today in the class. It has the replay video on it. It has a free PDF, and they're all on my stampwithtami.com blog. Click on video tutorials for all of them, and there are hundreds and hundreds because I do this twice a week, right? So I have new classes every week are new classes, and they all have a resource page. The easiest way to get to it is to click on the link in this video's description if you are here. And if you are downloading this PDF and you want to make this later, you ordered some supplies, or you don't have it, you're at work watching with your headphones on, and you want to make this later, simply download the free PDF, and the URL to the direct resource page is right here. And also, there's a QR code down here at the bottom, and if you have an iPhone or an Android phone, a smartphone, you can zap that. And I'm just going to show you, I know this has been asked to me before, how that works. If you have an iPhone, and I'm sure Android works very similar to this, just click on, that was the camera icon. Just click on the camera icon right there. and then just hold it over any QR code anywhere you are. And then that did you see that little thing pop up right there? When you click it, it's going to bring you right to the page that QR code goes, so you don't have to type anything in. So that just brought you right to the resource page. And I have that QR code available to make it easy for you. And there's the free PDF right there. On every single free PDF that I have, I offer that to you. So that is just another little bonus for you guys. I try to make things easy. I try to keep it easy for you to find things. And it's just one more little bonus on there. And also on this free PDF are all of the supplies that we're using today. So this is it's a great resource to have. You can take little notes in here if you need to. So you can download that on the stampwithtami.com blog. This is the card we are going to be making today. My friend Denise Jorgensen made this card. Super cute. Somebody asked, can I make these for swap cards for an event that's coming up? And the answer is yes, make sure you credit Denise Jorgensen. I didn't design this one. This was her design, so I want to make sure she gets, and I do have that on the resource page too. Okay, so with that, it is time for the early bird drawing. Oh boy. Okay, so bear with me for 1 minute. It looks like, the computer is not behaving, so let's see if I can get this to work right. Hey, hang on with me just for 1 minute. Okay, and let's head over to there, and here we go. All right, so right now I am drawing the early bird winner. We're at the 10-minute mark. I'm drawing the early bird winner of our pop-up scrap bin. If you've left a comment on Facebook, you are automatically eligible to win that. And the winner is Debbie Rossignolo. I hope I said that right, Debbie. But there it is, in print, spelled correctly. And all you need to do is click the link in this video's description that says winners and prize claim form and fill out that prize claim form, and I will get that right off to you. I have 2 more live prizes to draw at the end of this episode. And if you're on YouTube and if you are watching the previously taped replay of this online class and you leave a comment, you will be entered to win my after live drawing, which is a complete bundle. This is a great deal. It's the dies and the stamp set that we're using today. The Merry Christmas to all. Okay, let's get started. So a couple things for today's class that I'm going to shout out. One is that we are using the Sprig Punch, or I'm going to shout that Denise used the Sprig Punch. This is in the holiday catalog, and I can't find mine. So I'm going to show you a substitution to the Sprig Punch to show you an alternate. And as with anything, you can substitute just about anything that we're doing in any of my classes. Okay, so we are going to be using the products today. This is also the Afterlife giveaway. It's this complete die set, the Merry Christmas Thinlits, with these beautiful words. They say Merry, these are upside down. Merry, Holiday, Christmas, and Happy, and then the stamp set that coordinates with it. So you can see we die cut the Merry, and then stamped the Christmas, and I'll show you that in just a minute. So these are the full bundle that we're using today. And in addition to that, I'm swapping out the Sprig Punch for, this is the Pretty Pines Thinlits. So I'll be using, and you guys might vote on which one we use from this. I actually cut a couple different pieces here, this one and this one. So when we get to that part, you guys can vote on it, which one you think is better. Okay, so let's get started. Oh, the other thing that I'm using here is some pieces from the Santa's Workshop in the holiday catalog. So I'm going to show you the paper that's on the background of this card. And I have to give a little disclaimer that I love this paper and have used a lot of it. So this pack is almost empty, but it's this, both the stripes and the polka dots. And the one thing that's really hard to see on video is that the white in these stripes is flocked. It's fuzzy. It's awesome. It's like it's like a 3D type card, not a, not a 3D design, but it's fuzzy and you just want to touch it. And so these are the designs. They're 12 by 12. They're double-sided. And in addition to that, they have matching enamel dots that we're also going to be using today. These are shapes, I mean. So see how the shapes match the paper? We'll get into those in a minute. And so we're going to use this polka dot paper. It's got L's on the back. Super cute stuff. And then we've got this design here. And again, these little white areas of the hat and Mrs. Claus are flocked on this designer paper. So it's super, super fun. Okay. There you go. Oh, somebody on YouTube is asking how to find me on Facebook. Well, if you click on the link in this video, on the YouTube video, there's a link to the resource page, and then you click click where it says watch on Facebook, it'll bring you right to this video. That's the easiest way to go if you're looking, especially if you're on a phone and don't want to type things in. Otherwise, you can go to Facebook and type in Stamp with Tami, and I am Tami with an I. And it's Stamp with Tami and the number 1 after, because I had a little faux pas when I signed up. And I accidentally pointed the regular Stamp with Tami to my personal page and didn't know how to fix it. So there you go. Here we've got snowflakes that are flocked. And we've got Christmas trees. But yeah, the easiest way to find me on Facebook is to click the link, and go to the resource page, click the link in this video's description, and I have links to both the YouTube video and the Facebook video in that right there. And they're in several different places in that post, same links. Just to make it easy. I really try to make everything easy for you guys. That's my goal, because I hate it when you have to go play hide and seek. When you want to go find something and you can't. It's frustrating. And so my goal is to not make that happen. No matter what it is. I try hard. I do try hard. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do here is probably punch out our pieces that we're going to use here. So we'll start with the dies. The Merry Christmas die here. And that is from the Merry Christmas to All. And it's this one here. I'm going to use the Merry die and some Poppy Parade. And so I've got some Poppy Parade cardstock here. And I've got some great news. Now, those of you who might watch me on a regular basis might have heard me say that I have several big shots because I run classes and events and stuff. And the one that I have in the studio with me is about this one right here that I use. It's about 10 years old. It's lived a very good life, and it's still a fantastic machine. They last a very long time. But this handle right here, hold on, I'm going to show you. This handle right here, there was a little screw that holds it on. And the screw fell out. And so every now and then when I picked up the big shot to put it in the camera, the whole handle would fall off and go flying. And I wasn't ready to replace it because it's a great machine. There's nothing wrong with it other than I lost the screw. And it's 10 years old. And somebody said, oh, you can contact Stampin' Up! And they will get it replaced. Or Sizzix, and they will get it replaced, because Sizzix is the actual manufacturer of this. And I'm on the magnetic platform, by the way, I'm using while I'm doing this. Anywho, I cleaned the studio this morning, and guess what I found? I found the screw on the floor that fell out of the big shot handle, so now it's not popping out anymore. I'm so happy. So, anywho, there was great advice from the in-home audience, which is one of the reasons why I love being live here, because I feel like I'm not alone, and you guys can help me out here, saying, you know, that I can get a replacement screw for that. So if that has ever happened to anybody out there, it's good advice to know. So all I'm doing here is popping out the Merry from the Poppy Parade. So we just die cut it. I feel like I got stuck in there a little bit. Okay. So I just die cut that. Isn't that beautiful? I love these dies. I love the script, the font. Okay, and now I feel like I can just put my big shot away without fear of that handle popping off anymore. It's wonderful. I'm just so excited. It's the little things in life, you know? Okay, so I'm just going to zoom back in here just a hair, not too much, I hope. And in here is a couple of little pieces that need to be popped out. So I've got my new Take Your Pick tool. This is like a little, we call it the Swiss Army knife of stamping tools here, because it's got so many different things that you can use. A scraper if you need to peel off something that didn't go on straight, a layer that didn't go on straight, and it's got the paper piercer on one side. I finally invested in a few of these, so I have one in my stamp space and I have one in the studio now, so because I was using my old paper piercer, and I'm like, oh, there's so many pieces on this Take Your Pick tool that I wish I had when I, like that scraper on the opposite side there. So highly recommend this. Available in my online store, brand new, came out in the holiday catalog. Okay, so we've got our Merry. Now we are, and on the original card, the Merry is the only piece that is die cut. However, these little pieces again came from the sprig punch that Denise did, and I am going to, no, I didn't put that. You know what, Rita, that was a really good suggestion. She said you can put the adhesive sheets on the back here before you cut it, and that really would have been a good idea, but I didn't do that, Rita, so I'm going to show you how to hack this and get this on when you don't use the adhesive sheet. Okay, so All right, Debbie must be coming in late and she's asking, another YouTuber asking how to find me on Facebook. Again, just go to the resource page by clicking on the link in this video's description, and there's a direct link to the Facebook video from there if you want to leave a comment to be entered into the drawing. And again, please tell YouTube we want this feature. We want this feature. Please let them know that. Okay, so because I can't find my sprig punch, I'm going to substitute the Pretty Pines dies. And I do have this written up in the resource page, but it's not on the PDF because I printed that before I realized I couldn't find my die. So here's what I did. I punched out several, or a couple different ones. I punched out, this is one, or I did this one, and I just pre-punched these for you. There's 6 of each, but if you had the die, you don't, I mean, if you had the actual sprig punch, you only need 2 because it has both the antlers in it. So I'm not sure which one I like best. So we'll have to decide. I'm gonna wait for your vote there on which one you think is best for the antlers. So this one, the one that I'm showing you right now, is this. Okay, here's the sprig punch. I'm sorry if I held that up wrong. This is the sprig punch. This is what I'm using today. I think maybe I'll do these just because they're different, so you guys can see the difference. Okay. So you'll punch the antlers, and then we're going to punch out the reindeer, and they're coming from this is the Christmas bulb punch. It is a Christmas bulb. It can be many different things. There's a stamp set that matches it that has feathers, and again, if you hold it upside down, it's a shoe print. But today it's going to be a reindeer. You just never know what these punches are capable of doing. So we're going to punch out 3 of those for our little reindeer faces. And then we're going to use one more punch, and that is the cookie cutter punch. This is another very versatile punch that has a stamp set that matches it, and that has a bunch of different ways that you can use it. And this one, I will zoom out a bit in just a second, but I did want to keep it kind of close right here so you can see what's happening. So now I'm going to take the Poppy Parade that we just punched that out of, and it's these the larger circles in the cookie cutter that I want the cookie cutter for. And we need 3, so I'll punch it twice. There's 1. Okay. And there's 2. So we have our punches all ready to roll, rock and roll. And next up, we are going to do a little bit of stamping. So I think we're all punched out, right? I think we're all punched out, cut out, did everything we need to do here. This is actually a really quick card, so if you're making holiday cards, this is a good choice because it's a quick and easy one. And it's super adorbs, right? Everybody would love this. Alright, so now that we're stamping, I will back you out just a little bit. Somebody did request that. But sometimes when I'm working on something up close, I want you to be able to see what's happening there. Okay. Debbie, if you found me on Facebook, you do the same thing you're doing on YouTube. You just leave a comment on the video. Okay. Okay, we need, I lost track of where I was. We want the Early Espresso ink pad. These are the new ink pads. I'm just going to flip that open. It's like a makeup compact. So I'm going to flip that open. I've got, again, all the measurements on everything that I'm using today are available on that free PDF that is on my stampwithtami.com blog on the resource page. We're going to stamp the Christmas in that. If you were making these for Christmas cards and you were making them in bulk, you'd want the Stamparatus, the stamp positioning tool, because then you can just go boom, 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 boom. It's all laid out. You don't have to line it up every time. Makes it quick and easy. Again, I'm all about that easy button. So that was kind of in the center towards the bottom. That is actually the only stamping on this card. So the next thing we want is the... this is the basic black Stampin' Write marker. And we want their little faces. I'm going to take the fine tip end. This has a brush tip and a fine tip end. But the fine tip end I found was easier for... Oh, there is a hair in there that was just bugging the crap out of me. Was that bugging you guys? I'm zooming back in. I'm sorry for whoever wanted me to zoom out a minute ago, and I hope that this doesn't bother you too much, but I really want you to see up close what's happening here with the face. Okay, so I've got the fine tip end of this black marker, and I'm going to actually draw freehand. True story, but it's pretty easy. just draw in the eyes, the two eyes, and then a little scriggly for their eyebrows. And you're going to do that on all three of them. Thank you, Grandma Linda. I'm glad you like the red the little red glitter dots. Again, all of the kudos on this card go to my friend Denise Jorgensen because she designed this super stinking cute card that I could not wait to make. Like, oh my gosh, that is so adorable. From the minute I saw it, I'm like, we are making that. We are so making that card. Okay, so that's how easy their little faces are to make. Thank you, Diana says she does appreciate the zoom in on the face. There are some things that you really need to see close up, I think. Okay, so here is what I'm going to use here. We sell this Stampin' Chalk marker, which you can use. I do have this on the free PDF. This is on the supply list. However, we used to sell this white gel pen that I still have a bunch of because I love these and I wish we would bring them back. And I'm just using my white gel pen today. And I'm just the same thing if you have the chalk marker, just a little dot of white in the eyes because I feel like that brings it to life. Like they just make them alive when you do that. It's like, you know, when you which one was the Christmas one, was it where they come to life? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. And then it's Frosty, right, where he comes to life. That's what I feel like happens when you put that little white dot in there. You know, little reindeer comes to life. All right, so now we're ready for some assembly. I'll back you back out again so nobody's on there too close. Okay. Yep, you know what, Rita? They are slightly different, but you know what? You can't even tell. She's like, I'd have 6 different size eyes. Yeah, if you're eagle-eyeing it, you might say, oh, they're not exactly the same. But you know what? No one noticed that. No one noticed that on any of these, right? No one noticed it on these. That no one notices it on that. The only one that notices is you when you're drawing it. Sometimes we are the most critical of ourselves. Okay, so I am going with this shape from the Pretty Pines die for my alternate, because I'm doing an alternate from the Sprig Punch today, and I'm just doing a different one than I did earlier. But I'm cutting off the lowest of the branches. So we need 6 of those if you're alternating with the die. If you have a Sprig Punch and you're doing the sprigs, then you only need 3 because the Sprig Punch has 2 sides. So I did kind of pre-cut these for you guys. Okay. No 2 reindeer look the same. You are so correct, Diana. So cute. All right. Okay. So now I'm going with these little funky antlers, but these are also in the Pretty Pines die that look almost just like the Sprig Punch. And if I was going to use those, I would also cut off the very bottom of each one. So we just have the top. All right. So next up, I'm going to take some mini glue dots, which I think I have handy over here. Yes, I do. And we'll stick these guys onto our reindeer faces with the mini glue dots by just literally just sticking that right to the mini glue dot. And then sticking, oh my gosh, how cute is that? Super cute, right? Oh, I love it. Oh, that's a really good idea, Jean. She says you can heat the end of those pens with a match and the ink will start flowing if the pen seems like the ink isn't coming out. She's talking about the gel pens. We don't actually sell them anymore. I wish we did. But again, we do have that. I feel like I might want to cut off. No, actually, I kind of like it like that. I'm like, part of me wants to cut some of that off to make more, but then I kind of like it being so full. It's really cute. All right, so I like it. I'm going rogue here, so I wasn't sure how that was going to come out, but I like it. So we're just using mini glue dots to stick on, and I'm substituting the Pretty Pine dies for the Sprig Punch today because my Sprig Punch is missing. I'm sure I'll find it as soon as I finish the video. And I'm just using mini glue dots to attach. It's such a thin little piece there. It's not. it's not sticking as awesomely because it's so tiny. There we go. I got it that time. I got a good one that time. All right. So then we're going to take the same mini glue dots so we just have right there, and we're going to attach the little noses. I love to do this. I'm going to stick all those little noses we just punched out with the cookie cutter die right to mini glue dots right on the roll, so you don't need to use your finger there, and stick them right on. All right. And then the last little thing we need for their little faces is these Santa's Workshop enamel shapes. These are available in my online store. They were in the holiday catalog this year. All right. They are super adorable, aren't they, Jeannie? I love them. Love them. So I'm just taking a couple of different shapes here. We're using a small little bow there and a big bow, and got all kinds of different little guys on there. Super cute, right? And those are just peel and stick, and they match the designer paper. All right, and now we are ready to assemble the rest of our card. So the again, it would have been a wise decision to use those adhesive sheets that I've used in the past and showed you how to use, but since I didn't, we're going to do my snail hack here. This is double-sided adhesive, this snail. I'm going to just put a little bit of this on the back of our letters. And now, I call these panty lines, but if you have any adhesive show through on the front when you do that, because it does occasionally happen when you use snail as something for this really thin, just take your paper piercer, or in my case, take your pick tool, just pop that out. I think if I were making these for holiday cards and I was making them in bulk, then I would definitely use the adhesive sheets on the back. I want that to be up just a little bit more. It is so stinking cute. I totally agree. It does a little bit of that. Rip that off. There we go. Okay. We can kind of guide how we want these letters to go on the layer there. All right, and I've got a silicone mat underneath there so I didn't get adhesive on my workspace. Okay, so next up we are going to attach our reindeer using some Stampin' dimensionals. These are foam pop dots, so we'll just turn these guys over. Yes, you could use green glue, Sandy, or the we also have in my online store is the fine tip glue pen, which probably would be a better choice in this particular case because it's so thin if you were going to go with a liquid glue. Unless you're really, really good with that green glue. Quite frankly, I don't like it. I know I shouldn't probably say that, but I don't. It's not my favorite adhesive. We don't get along, the green glue and I. I prefer snail. So I'm going to put these down just like that. Oh my gosh, they are stinking cute with this the dye on there, aren't they? Oh, I just love it. Oh, that makes me smile. All right, it is now time to assemble the rest of our card, and these measurements are available on that free PDF that I showed you. That if you click on the resource page, click on the link in this video, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, the resource page is there, and this free PDF is there, as well as the links to the video in both YouTube and Facebook, which has been asked a couple of times on this video, so I just want to remind you that's where you find the direct links to the videos. Okay, I'm using snail to adhere. We've got an early espresso panel, and then we've got some designer paper. This is the Santa's Workshop designer paper that I'm using here, and this particular layer, the stripes are flocked. I don't know if you can see this on the video, but they're fuzzy. They're fuzzy and they're so cool. So I'm just taking some snail. I'm just going to line that up for the top. Oh, you know what? I wish I had not had to. Okay, so back to my... This is why I like having the take your pick tool rather than just the paper piercer handy, because I need the spatula. I'm going to show you why that spatula is so handy, because I wish I had not attached this just now. I'm going to peel up this designer paper layer with that spatula. Oh, that thing rocks, right? This is, again, if you do this a lot, if you're like me and you have accidents where you assemble too quickly and you need that little spatula, this is the take your pick tool available at stampwithtami.com. Invaluable tool right there for that reason alone. All right, so we've got some early espresso, and I do need to trim it, which is why I didn't want to attach this panel yet. So I'm going to take some snail adhesive, and I'm going to put this at an angle. I cut this a bit long intentionally, a bit so that it would hang over, because I did want it to, I did want that to go. And then this ribbon, this is the new striped burlap ribbon that is in the holiday catalog, and it's also in my online store. So this is what it looks like here. It's super fun to work with. I'm going to attach that though with mini glue dots instead of snail. Sometimes I'll use snail on ribbon, but this particular one I think goes down better with mini glue dots. So I'm just going to stick the mini glue dots right to the back of the burlap. I'll put a couple pieces on there. Whoops! Hey, come back. Silly glue dots. Okay. And then take your paper snips, flip this guy over, and trim off that excess. And that spatula tool was quite handy, right? Because when it lifted this up, it barely even showed that it barely even ripped. That was excellent, huh? That alone makes that tool worth every penny. And then some to have in every room of the house. Well, that is if you're an addict like me and stamp in every room of your house. Which I do. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like on the front. All right, we'll put some fresh snail down there just to make sure that it's going to stay really good. And then we'll stick that down. Now, it's totally up to you whether you want this popped up or whether you want to put it down flat. Today I'm going to pop it up. When Denise did hers, she used snail or the liquid glue, whichever you prefer, to adhere that down. But today I'm actually going to use the glue dots and have it stick up a little bit. Two adhesives that I'm addicted to that I like to use on every single card are snail and these Stampin' Dimensionals, because I like that pop. I like it when it pops up. Okay. So just line that up there. Okay, that is super adorable. I do like those. Okay, so the last piece of this are red rhinestones. These are peel and stick rhinestones. Super cute, quick and easy embellishments to use. And they just peel and stick for that added little bling, because we do love our bling. Stick those right down. All right, so here's the grand reveal of all three. All right, so this is the original right here. I'll line them up right like that, okay? This is the original that Denise made with the sprig punch, the original sprig punch, which is in the instructions. These two are the alternates that I made with the Pretty Pines die, because I couldn't find my sprig punch. So this one's with the more solid antlers, and this one is with the more skinny little branches for antlers. All of them are super cute, right? Somebody said this one looks more feminine. They all are really adorable. Oh my goodness, stuff is just falling all over the place on my crafting table. So sorry about that. Anywho, so that is our class today. Super cute. Again, these are created by Denise Jorgensen. I love, love, love that card. And that means it is time to draw our two final winners that are for, if you've left a comment, it is for the Christmas ball punch. I have two of these to give away. And if you are watching after live and you are watching the pre-taped version of this, you also can win our after live by leaving a comment, no matter whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. This one is for everybody. And if you share and type the word shared, you'll be entered a second time. And that is for the complete bundle, stamp set and dies of the Merry Christmas to All that we used on this card. All right, so for our two live prizes, here comes our winners. Our first one goes to Lisa Butler, and the second one goes to Samantha Jones. All right, congratulations to all of our winners. You have 2 weeks to claim your prize or I re-gift. So be sure to fill out the prize claim form that is linked in this video's description. As with everything, you can get there by clicking on stampwithtami.com winners page as well. Just go to stampwithtami.com. Everything I do here is there, as well as bonus material, because I post ideas there every day. Even if they're not a class, they're there every day. So there's all kinds of bonus stuff, and make sure you subscribe to my newsletter. Link is also in this video's description, because every Tuesday I send out 4 new bonus card tutorials exclusive to my newsletter subscribers. All right, with that said, thanks for joining us. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and Linda and I will be back here on Tuesday with the Stampin' Scoop Show. Have a good one.